morning. It's our last sea day. Since I last left off, there was a bunch of pictures of the wine tasting, wines around the world, which was pretty fun, even though it's kind of funny because for wines around the world, 2 of those wines were from California. After that, we gambled a little bit. We tried out the arcade. We got ready because last night was our last formal night, and we went to Oliver Twist. I realized in one of my other vlogs I was calling it like Oliver Twist. It's 3 distinct words, Oliver Twist. Yeah, we got up there and had like a pre-dinner drink since we kind of finished getting ready early because I don't on the time difference. My phone, even though I never turned my phone off of airplane mode in Cozumel, it automatically switched to Cozumel time, which means if I want ship time, I have to open the Royal Caribbean app. If I don't remember that, my phone time is an hour off from ship time now. But we did fancy dinner, and then there was an entertainer last night called El Gacho. And then after that, we got pizza, and then we passed out. He woke up at like 3 in the morning because we had a storm and some really bad waves. You can tell out there, we're actually sitting out on deck 4 right now because we were kind of curious what it was because the app was saying it was raining. It's not really raining anymore, but the waves.
You could tell there was a storm. Like the whole deck is wet.
Yeah.
It's like soaked in water.
Yeah, there's a storm last night that I completely slept through. Having that interior room has been very helpful for catching up on sleep from excursions or just vacation, or you know what I mean. You're on vacation. I like to catch up on sleep while on vacation, so this has been very great. But here in a moment, I'll show you how rough the seas are. It's not the roughest we ever had. Last year, when we went on our Carnival cruise, the seas were pretty much rough 100% of the time.
Yeah.
So
on that Carnival cruise, we, while getting dinner, we saw the waves come up and over the windows of the dinner room, whatever the room is, the dining room. I'm tired. Yeah, so they were much bigger than this. Those were bad. These are, you can still feel them. You can definitely feel them.
Yeah, we're taking our bony today for sure, just in case.
So, yeah, that's what I got.
But after this, we're gonna go get what we call fancy breakfast in the main dining room. And then we're gonna go investigate a couple things. We're gonna probably pop into Next Cruise to see what kind of deals they can offer us. We're gonna pop by the ice skating rink because they're supposed to be open ice skating today. I had plans to potentially do rock climbing today, but I don't know if that's going to happen because I think we're supposed to get some more rain. So we'll see. Otherwise, it's going to be a lazy day.
Your
almost
leg?
biffed it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm glad.
I will do my best speed lap. How about
Okay,
that?
no, but be careful. Just have fun.
YOLO.
Okay, I just saw someone like yeet themselves. Looked like it hurt. Oh goodness. Impact.
What was my time?
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
20 seconds. It was 0 seconds, babe.
Oh, yeah.
0
Beat it.
seconds.
Beat it.
Just a quick reminder that cameras or cell phones on the Thank you.
How's our day been so far?
Huh?
Yeah.
It's good. This is a great day.
Yeah.
What did we do?
We went to fancy breakfast. Or
We
main
had-
dining room breakfast.
we had
That was
breakfast.
awful.
Huh?
Sorry, no, I just look awful.
I don't think you look off.
Thank you. It's your job to say that.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry.
We went to breakfast. Then time just happened. We went to lunch instantly later. Instantly later. Like,
We
what
went to
the hell?
breakfast. We got a drink and went to Olive or Twist and played some more cards.
Played cards for 15 minutes, and then it was noon.
And then, yeah, just magic. And that's what happens on a cruise. Time just like magically evaporates.
It's total demonetized work.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's,
yeah.
wow. Incredible.
So anyway, then we grabbed a really small lunch in the Windjammer. We weren't hungry, but we figured we should grab some carbs because no alcohol. It's always good to pair your carbs with alcohol. He says as he hands me my drink.
You said, as I did.
Drink. And then we had a quick little lunch, and then we sat in the hot tub in the solarium area for a couple of hours actually,
Yeah.
while drinking.
Yeah, it's cold out, and so the hot tub was just really
And by
nice.
cold, he means it's like
It's like
75.
Yeah, it's like 70, yeah.
It's cold to, you know, people who were just in the Caribbean in like the mid to high 80s. But I mean, it's like 75 and very windy. So yeah, I mean, it was really nice. And then we went ice skating. So on the last day, they allowed, you know, everyone to come down and ice skate on the rink. Catch is, you kind of have to like come down at the time that it says it's going to happen and like sign up for a time. So if you want to like do it right at the time that it starts, you're gonna actually want to get in line like around 2:10-ish.
Yeah, like 30 minutes prior. And they
Yeah.
do sell out. Like, when we were there, I think they only had, so they do staggered reservations up until, I think, 4:40 in the afternoon. And that's when it ends.
Something like that.
And when we got on, we had the first reservation, which was for, I don't know, 2:30 or something like that.
Yeah.
They were almost out of reservation cards. They had I think 1.5 stacks left or something like that, which means they were at the final two reservation slots.
Yeah.
So get there early, and it is worth it. It's a lot of fun. Kind of crowded for me because I'm a novice.
Yeah,
at it.
he's an ice skating noob.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you would benefit more to like going to an ice skating rink and like, you know, working on just basic skills. If
Slamming my face into the ice in private is what she means.
you know, he doesn't want to get embarrassed. That's why he won't dance in public, but he will dance, believe it or not. Same thing with ice skating.
I don't know what she's talking about.
But you know, it was a lot of fun. He was right though, it was a little crowded. But it was still fun, especially because, you know, it's not like I'm a pro figure skater or anything, and my muscles were kind of rusty, so I enjoyed having to like take it a little bit slower instead of like immediately trying to do all the stuff I used to be able to do. Not that I particularly went ice skating a lot when I was younger, but I mean, I grew up in Michigan, so, you know, it's a thing. But either way, it was a good time. And then we're trying to hit up all the bars that we never hit throughout the week since this is our last day, which is probably why I look like crap today. So I have the kiwi caparina now from Valeros. Pretty tasty. It was not quite what I was expecting, but I ain't mad. It's tasty. And now we're just sitting out in Decor, taking it. We've been really trying to like take it slow and take in as much of the sea days as much as we can. We did stop by next cruise and kind of got some like estimates for future cruises, just because, you know, now that this cruise is over, I don't have anything to look forward to. So now I gotta plan the next cruise.
Yeah, and pricing wise, he actually told us it's the same price as you'll find on their website, but they do have a onboard credit special. I can't really judge it. Honestly, the best rate they quoted us on next year's cruise is higher than the rate that we paid retail price by 10%.
Yeah.
By 10%. So it's not a lot, but it's a noticeable amount.
Which, to be fair, we're not looking at the exact same itinerary. We're still looking to go out of Galveston, but with different itineraries. So anything involving Coco Cay is automatically going to be at a higher rate, just because Coco Cay is new and everyone wants to go and grow. Caribbean knows that, and they'll charge higher for it. So we're looking at maybe doing one that goes to Coco Cay. We're looking at one that goes to Cozumel, Costa Maya, Mexico, and Rotan, Honduras. We'll just kind of see. Obviously, if you guys liked these vlogs, please let me know. I feel like I wasn't very good at vlogging throughout the trip. I would just kind of realize, I haven't vlogged in a little bit. I will try to do better.
No offense, guys, but it's our vacation. and I'm here for me and her. Y'all are the audience. Enjoy it. I don't feel bad for you not vlogging every 5
I mean,
seconds.
of course you shouldn't. I don't know.
It's vacation.
If you guys want
We're
to
not
see...
travel agents, we're like regular people. The rest of the vloggers are all travel agents. Congratulations, you're doing work on your vacation. We're just average Joes.
If you do want to see a really good vlog about Royal Caribbean's Liberty of the Seas, I will have to recommend the Jacob family. They did an amazing Royal Caribbean Liberty of the Seas vlog. That's actually the series I watched to help me get ready for this one, because we had never done Royal Caribbean before. This is only our second cruise. As I've mentioned in other vlogs, last year we did the Carnival Freedom. It's been a different experience. Let me know what your thoughts are as far as the Freedom goes, as far as Carnival versus Royal Caribbean, who you prefer. I think we enjoyed this experience more, but it was probably due to a combination of factors. This is a bigger boat than the Carnival Freedom. We've had much better weather this year as opposed to last year.
The TV wasn't completely broken. By TV, I mean the poolside, the top deck movie screen that they have a movie screening on every night. Mm-hmm. It wasn't completely broken on this cruise. Surprise.
Maybe our standards are low, but if your standard is the television on the Lido deck has to work, then, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, but no, I agree. I think this was a really relaxing vacation. I really enjoyed it. I'm sad now.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'm going to do another video for tomorrow's disembarkation, or whether or not I'll just group it in with this one. I will say we did kind of have an oopsie moment. Apparently, at some point throughout our cruise, they actually gave us a little piece of paper.
They expected us to find a little piece of paper the size of like a note card, shuffled away somewhere.
I think they like put it inside one of the cruise compasses, but I never read the cruise compasses because I have the Royal Caribbean app and it's all on the app. So I was just recycling those because I don't need those and it's all on my phone. So why would I look at the cruise compass? Apparently it was inside our cruise compass, a little piece of paper where if you want to do like, early self disembarkation where you just carry your own bags off. Apparently there's a little card you're supposed to fill out and like bring back by day 4.
Yeah,
I never
like
found
3
it.
days ago.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was enjoying my vacation and drinking, not paying attention to the newspaper. I thought this was America.
Anyway, we went to guest services, and even though, no, it's okay. No, this is good. This is gonna great. YouTube is gonna love this. Apparently, if you go to guest services and explain, "Hi, I never got that card," you can change from whatever number grouping you were supposed to get off to the self disembarkation pretty easily. We did get chastised a little bit,
Yeah,
but
the lady was mad at us.
But I don't know. We still got our piece of paper that we needed, so I ain't mad.
That's true. At the end of the day, I was like, yeah, we'll do better next time. Thanks for the paper.
So anyway, just word of caution, we didn't know that. And again, we're just driving home. We live in the Dallas area, so it's not like we have to like go fly somewhere after we get off the boat tomorrow or not. But yeah, we'll see whether or not I do any vlogging at all tomorrow, or if tomorrow's just gonna be business. If I don't do any vlogging, then I will go ahead and end this vlog series with some shots of the ocean. You can tell we're getting closer to Galveston because there are a lot of birds actually, and we're starting to see a lot of other ships. I'm very sad for this cruise to be over, but it was a wonderful experience. I would do it again in a heartbeat. And like I said, now I gotta figure out what our next cruise is gonna be, because this is our lives now. Are you sad? It's okay, men are allowed to have feelings.
I'm not crying because the cruise is almost over. I'm crying because she's about to book another one. There goes the money. I'm kidding.
You're so mean to me.
Oh no.
He acts like this isn't an equal, a partnership where we both pay. Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you. I pay my share. But either way, thanks so much for watching, and let me know what you guys think. Obviously, if we ever do another vacation, I am going to try to do a little bit better about the vlogging, but with that being said, like he was saying, it is our vacation, and I'm going to go ahead and end it now. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers. So something else I wanted to mention because I realized we did do stuff after we got done drinking that day, because on the last night of the cruise, and I think this is true for all royal ships, but I could be wrong, on the last night of the cruise is when they do their big musical number, if you will. So like our ship had Saturday Night Fever, some of them have Mamma Mia, some of them have Grease. Each ship has kind of a different musical. So ours was Saturday Night Fever, and they did it on the last night of the cruise, and they had 2 showings. So we ended up going to the main dining room for our last main dining room dinner. And then we went to see Saturday Night Live, and we also did some packing in between, just because, we had to do that before we left. So I've never seen Saturday Night Fever. I grew up listening to the music just because I love oldies, and that's what I was raised listening to. So like I really enjoyed the music. I felt like you don't get the full musical experience, if you will, just because I felt like they had to cut out a lot of the plot and maybe the dialogue to accommodate for the fact they're trying to shove the whole thing. You're not there for the entire like hour and a half, if I remember correctly. It was only there for like 40 to 60 minutes, if that, because they had to do 2 shows that night. So everyone who wanted to go see Saturday Night Fever was able to go see it. So I had no issue with like the music. The plot, I was confused a lot of the time, to be honest. But the music was great. The dancing was great. I just didn't understand the plot. Or maybe even just like the character motivations of some of this. And maybe it's just because it took place in like the 70s or the 80s or whatever it was. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too young. I'm sorry for anyone watching this if I offended you. But otherwise I have no complaints about that. And then after Saturday Night Fever, we might have grabbed one last slice of pizza because it was our last night, but then we went to bed. So I just have a couple more thoughts to add about disembarkation, and I was gonna go to my studio and film, but so be happened. So I obviously cannot get up. But yeah, disembarkation. I felt like that last part was pretty good. We were pretty good about like describing everything as far as how that day went. Nothing really else to add after we were drinking there. I just want to talk a little bit about disembarkation because it was kind of a giant cluster. Everything started out fine. We got to Galveston on time. Mike and I woke up in time to go grab some breakfast in the Windjammer before we actually left. Things started going downhill a little bit because I don't even know where to start, honestly. So we go back to our room to go grab our suitcases to go meet at the meeting place for our self-debarkation because we didn't want to have the porters carry our bags or anything. And we noticed there's cops on board. And we're like, what is going on? And we not that we were snooping, okay? We just noticed as we were walking back to our room that they had started flipping one of the rooms, just tearing everything out. And we're pretty sure, we had gone to Jamaica on that cruise, right? And you know what's in Jamaica. So I'm pretty sure there was some of the Mary Jane maybe in that room, and maybe I'm guessing what happened is that maybe the room steward started cleaning and saw some sort of illegal product, because Mary Jane is not legal here in the state of Texas. So that's my guess, is that they got something in Jamaica, or maybe there was some sort of paraphernalia, or who knows what. But disembarkation got backed up by at least an hour, I want to say. And then the other issue we had was that the meeting place on our card for self-disembarkation was really kind of vague. We ended up in the wrong spot, and then when we realized we were in the wrong spot, we had to get to the end of a huge line. So we were literally one of the last people to self-disembark off of the ship, and it was just a mess. And it wasn't super well organized, and there wasn't really any communication. I didn't really see any crew people, kind of really helping with a whole lot of anything. I think this might be the only time where participating in the key might be helpful. To be fair, for reference, when we did our first cruise on the Carnival Freedom, everyone was telling us, oh my god, you have to do Faster the Fun. It's gonna just like make your cruise 100% great. It's the best thing you'll ever do. And we were like, okay, fine, we'll do Faster the Fun. We were lucky enough to be able to actually buy it because they only, on Carnival, they limit how many people can do Faster the Fun. And for reference, on Carnival, when you do Faster the Fun, you get priority embarkation, you get priority tender if you have any ports on your cruise, or you have to take the tender boat to and from instead of just parking right at the dock, if you will. And you also get priority disembarkation. So on our first cruise, we were probably off the ship by like sometime between 8 and 8:30. It was super fast. And for this cruise, we decided the Key wasn't worth it because it was a lot more expensive than Faster the Fun. Which, to be fair, the Key does have maybe more perks or benefits, but we just didn't feel like they were necessary. And we kind of wanted to see what a normal disembarkation process was like. And honestly, it was such a mess, like I said, which granted, we'll have to see with future cruises. We will probably end up cruising both Royal and Carnival and Norwegian, assuming everyone comes out of this not bankrupt, but I think all the cruise lines are going to survive this. And by this, I mean COVID, if someone's watching this video in the future and doesn't understand at what point in time I'm filming this video right now. So yeah, anyways, that was just kind of, yeah, sorry, I wasn't reading my notes to make sure I mentioned everything that I wanted to mention, but that was our disembarkation process in general. So what I would recommend is, one, if you're going to do self-disembarkation, if there's not a whole lot of people around you that are doing self-disembarkation, maybe take that as a sign that you're not in the right spot. If there's a big crowd of people, I would get there early, honestly, because if your goal is to get off the ship as fast as possible, then you're gonna want to get there early. If you don't care about what time you get off the ship, then enjoy your last bit of time on the ship. Just relax. But we wanted to get home. We want to get home to this baby who doesn't even care. Meow. No comments? Okay, I'm sorry. Anyways, we wanted to get home real bad. So we were trying to get off the ship in a hurry. But anyways, thanks so much for watching.